Really posting pics, vibing, engaging, and that convo really hit. And we ain't trying to see y'all broke niggas all up in the mix. Look, I'm trying to show you how a real boss move. It wasn't no wins, we took loss too. You can't learn without them L's, I ain't buying that. Fuck 3 strikes is 1 move, and you dying black. I learned from my mistakes, I ain't trying that. Don't never take assignment, gotta buy it flat. That way you can move at your own pace. Remember, a marathon is just a slow race. Don't buy a box of bullets, buy a whole case. When it's time to go to war, you gotta show face. These little niggas just be talking out they ass. Soon as shit get thick, they be looking for a pass. You don't wanna see.
Yo. We are back at it, you guys. It is Thursday, so y'all know what time it is. AEW Dynamite, Square Circle Boys recap. I am here today holding it down for the rest of the squad who got to go out, be great, handle their business as grown men in this world. But I am your one and only Polo, right-hand man of Square Circle Boys. Today I got 2 of my honorable, super cool right-hand men as well. Want to give a big shout-out to my boy to the top right of me, my boy Reverend, the one and only Reverend Brother BJ Dixon in the building. Shout out to you, B Jizzle. And also, you already know what it is, y'all. None other, my brother from another mother-loving mother, y'all.
Come on, man.
And this is a nightly exclusive. So I just want to give another big shout out to the one and only, my brother, Eric Knight. What's the deal from the Exclusive Night podcast? Gentlemen, welcome into another recap. How we feeling tonight?
What's popping? We listen, the 3 Live Crew was live in full effect, bro. We ready to go.
Man.
Heard the heck out of that. Camo, what's going in? Camo, the African is waiting. Let's go. Yes,
hey, what's good, my man? Camo. Hey, shout out to Camo. Met him earlier today, bro. Hey, appreciate you jumping on with us.
That's homie from earlier. Hey,
yeah,
that's dope,
man.
Bro. Hey, we literally met somebody earlier, just on the street, just outside living. Heard wrestling conversations, and now they pulled up to the chat. Hey,
man,
once again,
shout out to
we
Camo,
appreciate
man.
you, family. Thank you so much.
My man said, he said, yo, you know about Will Ospreay? I said, man, come on, what you know about the Billy Goat? Man, I said, yeah.
Come on, now,
yeah, all the Magna, man. You cool with me, bro.
Yes, sir. I love that.
What's going on, girl?
Empress, what's poppin'?
Miss Empress
is in the royalty building. Right
what
there.
Up,
That's
sis?
royalty.
How you
right
doing?
there.
How you doing? Let's go. But fellas, let's not waste no more time. We started a little off, but let's get right into this thing, fellas. I don't know about you guys, chat. I don't know how you guys are feeling, but I just want to say 1 thing's for sure, 2 things are for certain. I've been on an absolute super high from my wrestling adrenaline from what went down on Sunday all the way rolling into what we endured last night. It has just been a hell of these last 4 or 5 days in this wrestling world, fellas. Yes, we've had new champions crowned. We've had new tag team champions crowned. We've had rivalries finished. We've had betrayals occurred. So tonight here, y'all, we're going to get into all of that. But let's start off with my last statement. Let's start off with these betrayals. So I'm just going to get right into it, you guys. Kevin Knight, the Jet, with the 2 fly.
Long-lost cousin, man.
My boy said, I just want to smile in y'all faces. I want to be cool. I got the swag. I got the look, but y'all not feeling me as a nice guy. Maybe I got to cross these limits, turn it up a little bit, get a little more aggressive, show y'all I am not one of those ones to play with. He's been teasing it, though, y'all. He's been telling Speedball, grown. He's been telling Darby, stop playing with everybody. He did beat Maxwell, Jacob, Friedman. So you know that confidence is top tier right now. Darby didn't retain that title. And what did he do? Came out, thought it was some love shown. He said, nah. LA Knight voice. So what it's like to really take this ish over. So with that being said, I'm going to be on my Chris Paul this Thursday evening, y'all. I'm going to let the world get to hear what my exclusive brothers and my reverends got to say tonight. But I'm going to throw this first lob over to brother Eric Knight. Eric, with the turn of the Jet, how did it make you feel, and what do you see happening with this?
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, for this to be, well, I always say my long lost cousin Kevin Knight, man. I love to see this. This is good. I ain't gonna cap, bro. I think this whole heel turn for him, it works perfectly. Because it's like him as a face wasn't bad, but I think how he became himself, the swag, Kev Knight, you know how Kev is. Whether talk a little bit slow, talk a little bit smooth, got the swag with him. I'm like, okay, yeah, Kev, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That I think is what kind of really fits more into the heel work for him.
Mm-hmm.
Like I, and then like even with him, like I ain't gonna lie, like it's kind of like we did somewhat see it coming because it was kind of teased like a week before, like when he came out, picked up like Darby and all that. We was like, nah, this might happen, ain't. And then it was just like, nah, it's all good. Then all of a sudden, Double or Nothing, the whole chain switched up. I said,
So,
damn, Kev.
Eric, let me ask you this: on the journey of what we saw culminate on Sunday,
Yeah.
anything prior to that, did you ever feel that speedball? And I'm going to get to you on this, BJ, because I'm asking this because we had this conversation in the past prior. But Eric, the lead up to everything we were paying attention to, at any point in this, did you ever feel that speedball was going to be the one to maybe decide to, go the aggressive route? Or did you always believe in, or did you always have your inner intuition? Did you always feel Kevin Knight was going to be the one to make the jump?
I had thoughts about Speedball because I was like, I could see it, the whole jealousy kind of thing. Like, I ain't get no title. Kev, you out here trying to be the little good old boy, trying to give me words with him. I'm not hearing that. I could have seen that for Speedball. But I think Speedball does fit a little bit more for that baby face kind of role. I think he's got
Mm,
that. So I feel like when it was Kevin Knight, I was like, yeah, this works better. But yeah, I had a feeling it could have been him, but I was like, nah, if it's gonna be Kev, he can do this right.
he
And
can
I
do it. I
like
just
the
want to,
look and
hey,
everything too. Like the fits he been wearing. I'm like, yeah, Kev. Yeah.
I want to get on that, but really quick, let's just make sure we show all love to everybody in the chat. Empress has said, "What up?" Empress said, "What's up, BJ? What's up
Yo,
to
yo,
Eric?
yo.
My boy Darian, let's go. We're gonna have a good show tonight. I promise you guys. We got a lot to talk about, lots to cover." Empress also said, "Y'all put me on the AEW, and so far I am impressed and ready to learn more."
That's what I'm talking about,
That's
Empress,
all we can
Empress.
ask for,
Come
man.
one
on,
That's all.
that's royalty
That's
right
all
there.
we can ask for.
That's what I'm talking
one
about,
thing in the
Empress.
wrestling world, if you automatically turn a blind eye to anything, you shouldn't be that way. Can't tell you what you can and can't be, but as wrestling fans, if you enjoy the sport of wrestling, just be willing to be entertained by everything. Everything does not have to blow your socks off, pause, but everything, you should be willing to want to receive everything, just to have the open heart. Just being open hearted and open minded about receiving something new has never hurt anybody. So hearing this, Empress, you come into the Square Circle comments, you are officially SCB family honorary. You one of us too. Thank you for sharing that with us, and we're glad that we could allow you to want to be introduced into something else as well. Let's see. Oh, even Empress. Oh, that must definitely be a New Yorker. But
Oh,
um, but look, fellas. So we were talking about the double or nothing. We talked about the end with Kevin Knight going off. Now you said how you felt about this, Mr. Knight, but the Reverend must preach. Reverend Deacon,
Mm.
Brother BJ, whatever, Reverend Deacon, Pastor, whatever you want to be, honor, whatever. We love you though. How'd you feel about the Kevin Knight turning his back on basically just us as the fans?
Well, we can't say we didn't necessarily see it coming because we had a story thread for the past few months. Past few months, we had a story thread that said from Swerve telling him that he was official of the industry, and
Mm,
then Kevin Knight saying essentially, "I'm not the future, I'm the right now,"
mm,
and then having that match with Swerve, and then later on, you can tell through the way that he was wrestling, you can tell he was getting more aggressive in his style and the way that he was wrestling. He was becoming more and more reckless and a little bit more
yeah.
rigid with his style, which I, I look for that type of stuff when I watch wrestling. How does a wrestler's character change develop over time? I think
mm,
Okay.
that there was a
Okay.
subtle
Yeah. Yeah.
change throughout the past few months of Kevin just subtly just being like, okay, I'm trying to wrestle more aggressively so I can show not only Swerve but the world
Mm-hmm.
that I'm that guy. To quote a certain former U.S. champion, I'm him. That's what he gets.
Come on, BJ. That's what I'm talking about, boy.
And then I say the boy was gonna preach, and he just dropped the
Yeah.
sermon. Hello, I love it,
Come
yo.
on.
You
Hello.
feel me? But
Yeah.
I'm
so for
fluent in
me
saying Bible
personally,
verses. I'm fluent in
that's
saying
fire.
Bible verses. Trust
So
me.
for me personally, fellas, what I took from the Kevin Knight thing was, I'm not gonna say I'm a prophet, but God is good, right? But I'm gonna say this: when Kevin Knight originally won the TNT title, it just felt him prior without the belt, very babyface, very,
Mm-hmm.
humble. I'm blessed to be here. Opportunity. I just want to grow with you guys. You guys are just gonna see me become. Once he got that belt, it was just like some people, it takes that to them and they just go to another level. Some people receive that belt and that belt hits their shoulder and it clicks. They just get it. And I just feel that's what happened with Kevin Knight. So these last 3 weeks of seeing him brewing everything up, it has just been him trying to see exactly where he's going to show y'all that he's not the one to play with. So he didn't know, was he going to immediately go after Speedball? Was he going to engage in all these other challenges? Nah. Even Darby, I ain't tripping. Or Speedball, I'm not tripping. Maxwell, I already beat you. So Darby, if I take you out, that's going to break everybody's spirit. And you saw the reaction. You saw what happened when he came out last night.
Mm-hmm.
From cheering that man's name to getting the shut up chant.
Yeah, that was crazy.
The fact that we heard
Yeah.
Knight get shut the up chants was wild. Whoever
And then
thought we would receive that, right?
and then he had the rock sweater on. Come on, bro. Come on, he had the rock
So I
sweater on.
heard, so this is crazy. So I actually heard somebody mention that, and I talked to
Come on, bro.
Had
goosebumps
that
thinking
rock
Talk
about it.
about
trophy.
it.
Goosebumps thinking about it. No, but seriously though, fellas, and SCB family in the chat, like I say, it's like I heard somebody mention that this has been like a rock, like a Dwayne Johnson type
Yes.
transition, not really knowing his lane as a face, knowing that he was just trying to be a crowd pleaser, a people pleaser. Then you get that belt on him. He cuts that turn promo. Not only does he come out tucked, comes out with a turtleneck, like Kevin
Boy,
came out
clean.
with a turtleneck.
Boy,
So
clean, boy.
That
you
olive
see what I'm
green,
saying? And
that olive green turtle that he had on, bro.
but it's
I'm
something
trying to tell
about, it's
you,
just something about his aura. Even when he came out,
bro.
it clicked. And I love that for Kevin Knight. But real quick, before we just go back onto something else through Double or Nothing that I want to cover with everybody, where do we see Kevin Knight going from here? We're not necessarily just direction of a next match. You can implement that as well. But I'm just saying, in the overall journey, where do you see Kevin Knight going from here, fellas?
I
You go
think
first,
was it
Eric.
you that was talking about Apollo? Somebody with him, somebody with him and Swerve being a thing. I heard something about that. I think you was
Yeah,
telling me about
so
it.
we're gonna
We're
hold
gonna
off
get to
on that
that.
when we get
We
on
gonna get to
Swerve,
that.
because I'm gonna bring that back.
Okay. Okay.
But yes, this is the one where I'll just say this. These two ninjas ain't nothing to quit. That's all, and I'm gonna just when we get there.
Hey, but yeah, no, Kev. I mean, honestly, he's probably gonna have that TNT title for a good little minute still. I can't see him
Exactly.
losing it. Um,
Have we, hey, can I
hell.
ask you this question, Eric? Have we
Mm-hmm.
ever seen a black duo with both of them with gold around their waist?
Hell no.
Kevin Knight keeps the TNT title going into Wembley as Swerve takes the title, and they both got the AEW World title and the TNT title together at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And
Celebration,
then
bitch.
and
In the
Come
then let
words
on.
of
the
Rick
and,
James.
Come on.
and then let the New Day come in and get the tag titles. We might be in there. We might be in there.
Square
The New Day.
Circle Boys podcast just announced and created the faction of the future. Swerve, Kevin Knight, whatever Kofi's name is going to be, Austin Creed. Oh,
Yeah, that was cooked.
hey, what did you just do a few minutes ago, Eric? That's
And
goosebumps like a
then and
cinema.
then
And Nana still on his bullshit. Come
No,
on, bruh.
no,
and
he
then
ain't
Come
gonna be
on.
swerved. No, he
That's
gonna
right.
mm,
Yeah.
ooh,
most dangerous,
bro.
oh, come on now, y'all can't
And
tell me.
then and then let and then and yeah, and then what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to let Kevin cook. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say this because the
Okay,
people on the internet are already trying to fry this man. Y'all need to
okay.
let Kevin cook, bro. Let Kevin cook. Let him like he's finding his lane.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all start coming down on Kevin so bad. He's finding his lane. I see some of y'all in the
Nah,
comments.
DJ,
He's
let
finding his
people bring
lane.
him that heat. The more if you not getting hated on, you not doing nothing right. If
Mm-hmm.
people are not turning on you, you're not moving them. You gotta ruffle the feathers. You gotta make
Mm-hmm.
them
Mm-hmm.
uncomfortable. And that's why that man did a UFO frog splash on
Mm-hmm.
Darby and
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yep.
flipped him while he was.
If you saw him on his
Come
Instagram
on.
story, he was crashing on his Instagram story. He was crashing
Come on
out. I
now,
was like, hey, yo.
I like that.
come
I
on now.
like that for him. I love that for him.
I love that
Keep
for him.
crashing out. Crash the hell out every time you get a
In
chance,
the
bro.
words of Little Kim, for when Kevin Knight come out, everybody put your lighters up. Now
Hey, bum, ba-da, dun,
that
dun, dun,
one of
dun,
the
dun, dun,
one of the
dun.
hardest female beats of all time. But we're gonna get into that at another conversation, fellas.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I know this is a Dynamite recap, but we can't talk about Dynamite tonight without also just getting deep diving into what happened at Double or Nothing. But I just want to focus on some of my favorite highlights and some of beat the Reverend and the Nightises. The Nightises. Is that a new word for y'all? SCB
I guess
family. Is that the new word for the
throw
night?
it in. I don't know. Yeah, throw
Man,
it
the
Hey,
Nightises, huh? Let's get it. Man, Timothy, not so mother friendly in the chat. I
in.
love it.
Man, what's
Timbo,
up,
appreciate
Tim?
you for pulling up,
oh,
Tim. And hey, by all means, Chad,
he
appreciate
followed through on
everybody
his
here,
promise.
everybody honorable square
Okay.
circle family. Any comments, questions, anything you guys have. Also remind y'all, make sure y'all can put them in and we will answer them. So make sure y'all letting us know what's on your mind from either Double or Nothing or what we got going on in a collision that happened last night. But top of Double or Nothing. I'm gonna start off with you, brother BJ.
Yes, sir.
Were you excited to see Mick Foley return?
Now, if you know anything about me,
Okay.
I'm forever like I'm forever indebted to Mick Foley because of the fact that his story about him following his dream and how he used to hijack to go to Madison Square Garden to see wrestling shows, and for him to say just like what he said in the buy-in that AEW made him fall in love with wrestling again. I said that's kind of my story too, because without AEW, well, Ring of Honor and AEW, because Ring of Honor gave me the spark that was the spark that started the fire for me. But AEW, just like what Mick Foley said, it made me fall in love with wrestling again. So I want to first of all just say I felt great seeing my main man Mick Foley, um, being able to get his flowers and have the Foley chants and to see the beautiful Miss Noel in the crowd as well. That was just it felt like a family affair.
It was definitely a family affair. I just want to say shout
Hell
out
yeah.
to Mick's daughter because we all definitely got to kick it with her outside after Revolution. She was just out thugging with all the fans, bro. Got the group pics and all that. So yes, his Mick's daughter's dope.
Yeah,
But
she's
how about you,
Hell yeah.
Mr. Knight? What did you get any nostalgic moments where you just excited to see what happened? How'd you feel about the interaction with MJF?
Oh man, look, as a Long Islander, this touched my damn heart. Pause. That felt like that sounded crazy. But in a lot of ways, man, I love this. I love to see Mick. Mick definitely looked like he still had that passion back into him, man. And like that is the thing. That is the thing. I don't give a damn what none of the tribalists, whatever be trying to say. What they're saying, what Mick Foley, as somebody that loved wrestling, is saying how he feels right now being an aide. Come on, you gotta respect that. The man has been part of one of the greatest eras of all time of wrestling. So if he's telling you that, that says a lot. Now, but again, I loved it. I love the fact that he's on the announce team with him and Renee. I love that. And then the whole thing with him and MJF, my God, man, I loved it. I
This
loved
this
it
is
100%, bro.
this is far-fetched thinking, but you just saying when you said the table, do we think that Mick Foley is going to replace Bryan Danielson so BD could come back and wrestle?
Because
I can see it.
Brian got at least 3 more matches in him. Brian got 3 more matches in him, and then he's done. So
3 is crazy,
he's
BJ.
got
But
three
I
Three
in
is a
feel
him.
lot.
that.
I would say one really, really good 20-minute match, bro. And then I just say one really good 20-minute match, and
Yeah.
then
Him and
let
McGinnis did it like did a match in like for Grand Slam like a couple years back, and it wasn't that long, and it was a good match. Like, so he can do it.
I feel that. I won't be opposed to it, but I mean, something. If you don't want to do it no more, hey, we ain't forcing you. There's too
Mm,
many great wrestling going on with those guys on that roster. So
we lost Daniel Bryan. We may have lost Daniel Bryan, but we definitely got a Billy goat.
Mm-hmm. The
So
only way I can see him coming back is if only way I can see him coming back is if something major happens, like somebody really 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 big goes down, and he has to like
yeah,
step in.
yeah. So for both of you guys and everybody in the chat, first match of that night last night, or of Sunday night, I should say. I apologize. We got new AEW World Tag Team Champions.
come on, man.
Redemption title. Redemption story. Lost everything. Lost your wife. Almost fell out with each other. Contemplated retirement. You put your careers on the line against a match that you guys damn near defined. Well, one half of you guys damn near defined with the I Quits. Against what you guys respectfully said 24 hours ago is arguably the greatest tag team of all time. Now, some people might not agree with that in FTR. Some probably definitely see that. I myself put them in a top 5 conversation. Pay attention to how I worded that. A top 5 conversation. Reverend BJ,
Yes,
were you
sir.
jumping out of your seats last Sunday? Did you shed a tear for the enjoyment
Well,
of them becoming new tag team champions?
you know I most definitely did, my good brother. I definitely had an emotional response because my people at my job were like, "Bro, why you getting so emotional about this?" I'm like, "Y'all don't realize how historic this is for
Mm-hmm.
somebody like myself who never got a chance to see as a Christian in real time tag team." So for me, this was something I was like, this was like all over again. This felt like the time when they teased tag teaming together and it never happened. So this was a whole other emotion for me. So seeing the story build and then having Beth Phoenix come out and put Stokely to the table and everything was just, I'm gonna use a federation
The
word here.
way
I
It
ain't
she
gonna lie.
took
smelled,
out, the
The
way
way they
she
threw
took out.
Beth to the stairs, oh my God.
Hey, I
yes,
thought
That
she was
was
yes,
really. Hey, I thought Beth was
yeah,
low key really hurt for that for like a split second. I was like, damn, did he
yeah,
slip?
yeah,
But bro, when she first came out, the way she took out Stokely was crazy.
yeah,
crazy.
And
yeah. Beth is a,
I was tripping off of Stokely. I'm like, Stokely, why are you trying to attack Beth, bro? Like, what are you doing, bro?
mm,
Like,
mm, uh, yeah. Beth is a G for taking that spot too. Beth is a G for doing that. I was like, oh, okay, that's how we coming. So,
hey, speaking of that, last on Tuesday, we had the honor of interviewing J Rod, Supernova from American Gladiators,
Yeah.
ACW champion, ACW wrestler, OVW wrestler. Make sure y'all go check her out on Friday. She will be at CCW in Nashville doing big things in the ring over there. But the reason I bring her up right now, also just to once again shout her out for being just such an amazing person as well. But also, speaking of Beth Phoenix, if you guys check us out, she gave us her top 5 female list, and Beth Phoenix definitely was a part of her list. Lets you know it doesn't matter how young, grown, how long you've been watching. If you haven't been watching, Beth Phoenix touched a lot of women, and Beth Phoenix is definitely somebody that women that want to get into this world of wrestling, I definitely say Beth Phoenix is somebody you should check out because that woman is so damn dominant.
Yes,
She's
yes.
been that way for many, many years. You feel
Hell
me? She's
yeah.
just been whooping ass and taking names.
Mm.
Shout
As
out Beth
I've
Phoenix.
always, if I as I've always said, if you do not count Victoria, Beth Phoenix, Trish Stratus, um, I'm gonna limb here and even say people like Bianca Belair and so many others into your conversation when it comes to respected women's wrestlers. You don't really have a much skin in the game when it comes to talking about women's wrestling and professional wrestling in general. If you don't have them at least in your top five, at least.
I mean, there's a
So
lot of women, but
There
yeah,
is.
definitely there's a
About
lot
seven,
of
BJ. I feel that.
yeah,
I
because
feel that.
when it comes
to
to
narrow it down. Yeah, that's
because
special.
when it comes to those five, you got
Hmm.
athletic ability, you got technical wrestling, you got so many things that you can like. Now, yeah, did Beth come in an era where it was a lot of divas madness and like it was a whole wasn't like a crazy bunch of stories to tell,
Mhm.
but she still had great athletic ability and along with those other four ladies that I mentioned.
100%. Shout out to Beth. And back to her husband and her brother-in-law or cousin-in-law, whatever you consider them to be. You know, I want to put Asian
Depending
Christian
on
with the
which,
black code. We've been together, so hey, you've been rocking with me for so long, bro. You brothers, bro. Blood don't make us no thicker. You feel me?
uh,
Eric, but what about you, man? What was your take from this tag team match? Did FTR do right? Did they get what they deserved? What was your favorite part of that match?
Honestly, you know, I love the match all in all. The first thing I said was, "Damn, the story that these men told, amazing."
Mm-hmm.
Right. Second thing I said was, "Wow, I know the tribalists are going to be saying, damn, really? Old tag teams? Let me tell you the difference between this nostalgic tag team compared to nostalgic tag team that we're seeing going on the BS. Okay? Because I'm going to just say this right now. The story that was told between FTR, Edge, this was already going on for a whole year and a half. Then when you brought Christian Cage in at All In last year, which again was an amazing pay-per-view, that leads into what we came into what's happening right now. You can't tell me there wasn't a story with this title. And compared to what we seen, they got thrown together a couple of weeks ago. But this right here, phenomenal. And I love what they did on Dynamite as well. But yeah, this was a great match overall. I think I was saying it best. That bro, when Dax tossed into the steel steps, I said, holy hell. I said, yo, is she good? She took that though and pause. Well, I don't think I have
Well,
the pause.
technically, I don't know if it would be so much as a pause because it's a female. You know, we've had this discussion in past, Eric. Not just saying, but she did though. She took all of that. Sorry about that, y'all.
It's
But look, I just that was just a fun. Hey, come on, bro. We have fun up here. You feel me? SCB family shit, bro. You know, if we ain't talking shit, we not talking. But what do we see next for Cope and Christian? What would you like? And SCB and hey, family in the chat too. Let me know what would you guys like to see next for Adam Copeland and Christian Cage.
well, they got
And
what's the name now from what's
the
my man?
dogs, the dogs.
Yeah, they got them right now.
David Finlay and Clark Connors.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to that. I'm not opposed to
Yeah.
that right now. That's all right for right now.
As much as I respect the dogs and I love the dogs, because I love the fact that David Finlay chose to not go where his dad went.
Mm-hmm.
I love the fact that Gabe
he got
Kidd
another son over there.
Yeah. I love the fact that Gabe Kidd has continued time and time again to say fuck everybody else except where I'm at in those exact words. I love the fact that Clark Connors has the best spear in the game and that he bagged Tekla. So with that combination, So with that combination, I just feel like the dogs are the team. But in this particular situation, Cope and Christian can't just take the titles and drop them that fast. I definitely need them with a run, and a viable feud with the dogs will definitely put them in their place and know that y'all are not the big dogs yet. You know, y'all growing.
Mm-hmm.
Just like that dog grew with Kaylani and Carmelo in their picture showing they dog grew. Shout out to them. That dog got big as fuck.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you guys are not that grown yet. It's gonna take some time. So keep going. Because when you come against them, you better hope that Christian doesn't bang your moms.
Well,
You know,
what I
that
would
was
say
the
is
greatest bar.
this. Yeah.
Oh, and speaking of Christian, one more thing before you go, BJ. I just want to once again give Christian Cage credit because that man has said the greatest bar ever that I've ever heard in the history of my life.
Oh man.
He said, and once again, for you guys who didn't hear this, he said this the week before they became the new AEW World Tag Team Champions. But the bar was, when you're born, you look like your family. When you die, you look like your choices.
Come on.
Let that sink in. Let that sink in, chat. That is such a bar. But Brother BJ, where do you see Coping Christian going next? And then we'll continue to move on to the next match.
Okay, so where I see Cope and Christian going next, so I hope that they first of all have a good. It's something. It's not to be a long title run, but it could be a good, strong title run. I do think that somehow, somewhere, they're gonna get the patriarchy involved, or the matriarchy now involved. Because I think that's a story that we have not finished, and I think that needs to be done because I think this is all gonna culminate to the eventual Edge retirement, and then Christian ultimately putting over Nick Wayne. I think that's where it's all heading to.
Yeah. Especially with Nick Wayne, because Nick Wayne is tough, bro.
That's a baby Billy goat.
That man is cold, boy.
That kid is going to be up next.
Yeah,
I'm telling you this right now.
Yeah, baby Bobby Billy. That's it. You said it, Paulo. Yeah, hell yeah.
That's baby Billy goat. That boy got Osprey he got Osprey's fingerprints all over him.
Bruh, no cap, bruh. Like if he said that was his son, I believe it.
Literally.
I believe
and it. For everybody in the chat, if you guys are not familiar who we're talking about, write this name down. Nick Wayne. Please. Nick Wayne. Ring of Honor. Go watch him. Be impressed. You will say yes. Nick Wayne. Go check him out.
One of the most athletic young brothers I've ever seen in my life.
He was like, what, 20, 22, 21, 22?
21, 22.
Yeah, boy.
So he's going to grow with the Javons and the Leon Slaters.
Yep.
Leon.
The future of wrestling is looking very,
we're going to have a lot of content being made about these young cats.
Just the enjoyment of, a lot of content. Just the enjoyment of being able to just sit down and watch these men put on, in the words of banger after banger after banger. So,
and then, especially if that boy Leon, especially if Leon comes to AEW, it's gonna be on and popping from that point.
I just can't wait for him to come through those doors on that Dynamite and hit that zipper.
So the moment I see that, bro, I'm gonna hit.
Let's talk about it.
If y'all see me hitting that, if y'all see me with the do-rag and hitting that dance, y'all just
my God, chat world! If we see BJ with a hoodie and a do-rag, I'm
man. I'm
looking in the moon, and I'm gonna look to the moon, Eric, and I know it's a cow flying over the moon.
That's the one time I might that might be the one time y'all see me on TikTok and do a dance. That might be the one time y'all see me do that.
Come on, Camo, hell yeah.
That's
fire.
Bro.
See, talk about Will Ospreay. That's what I'm talking about. Man. Come on, Camo. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what's up, man. Shout out to Camo. out there rolling around. Got the Publix, the AEW, Will Ospreay, Billy Goat
Come
conversation
on,
going on
bruh.
in the chat. I love it.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
That's
Shout
what's
out
up,
to
man.
Camo.
Big shout out to Camo the African 7749. We see you, family. Welcome in.
Yeah, man.
So look,
Yeah.
speaking of Billy Goats, the Nick Waynes,
Bum, bum, ba-dum,
the
bum,
next
ba-dum,
match that
go.
we had at that Double or Nothing night was of that caliber. Just some OGs in this with the Rainmaker,
Mm-hmm.
motherfucking Okada, bitch, versus the one, the only Konosuke Takeshita. I don't know about you guys. This is either match of the night or number two. I don't know where you guys feel about it. But for me personally, this was number two. You guys know what my number one match is, but
Mm.
Okada and Takeshita definitely put on a fucking clinic. And just like with the tag team title situation, there was a story there. There was definitely a story here. If you know anything about the history between Takeshita and Okada, you know that they've been going at it for years since Takeshita was a little young one. You feel me? Always was trying to conquer this man. Could never
Come
quite
on.
do it. How many times has Takeshita been that close to conquering Okada, but never could quite do it? But as of Double or Nothing, that was not the case no more.
Yeah, bro.
So, Mr. Knight, how did you feel about Konosuke Takeshita defeating Okada for the title for the
Man,
international?
damn near shed a tear. I ain't gonna lie for Takeshita, bro. Like
Mm,
they told a story again in that match. And they always say AEW ain't got no storylines, but the storyline has been there. And it's one of those things, if you follow that story, if you follow those matches, the stories are being told every single time. And that was perfect. The way how they did it, even at the end, Don Callis trying to do it. I
right.
said, man, come on, Don Callis. Come on. How many
Mm-hmm.
more slaps you need? Jesus Christ. But yeah, I loved it though. I loved it, man. I love to see Takeshi get it. I didn't feel like Okada really needed it. And I thought, especially, I was like, well, if Okada wins it, if he wins, I feel like that would have been probably something with Don Callis for real. But the fact that it was Takeshita beating Okada clean, I love that whole thing. I thought that was a
Mm-hmm.
great match, great finish, great finish. Keep doing what you're doing, Takeshita. Hell yeah, you're a
Exactly.
Nash.
And what about you, BJ? How did you feel about everything?
Okay, so for me, as somebody who, of just a few years ago, and I talked about this on Eric's podcast, I was not familiar with Japanese wrestling as much as other people were, like a few years back. To know how cool this really is, and to
Mm-hmm.
understand the aura and the pageantry behind Japanese wrestling, and understanding that guys like Okada and Kenny and all these guys are legends in that country. I was I was fully immersed in this match. So when I was hearing the sequences, and then I heard, oh, he's gonna hit the Raging Fire, and then he used the one, the two, and the three, and then I was very very shocked by the ending of this match, because a lot of people online, if you ever read the rumors online, they were like, "Oh, it's gonna go all the way into All In." I'm like, there's no way they're gonna stretch this feud more than they already have, and I was glad to see Takeshita finally, for the second time, become international champion. And then number two, I was happy to see my guy Kyle Fletcher. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that in a moment, but I was when I heard Brutal Star, I was like, what are we doing? So I was bugging out because everybody was like, yo, who's Kyle Fletcher? I'm like, Kyle Fletcher is that dude. I'm trying to like,
Come
y'all
on,
sipping on y'all
come
sipping
on.
on the aura on this man. The man, first of all, this man came out in a pink suit. I said, okay. Um, but he came out in a pink suit, and just was amazing. Present like ovation for Kyle. And then when this man hit him with the lariat,
Everything at
just
that moment, nothing was the same.
Crazy, crazy,
What
man.
what was your reaction, Eric, when like I'm not gonna lie, I myself I felt it coming.
Because we was talking about it, like when we was watching it, I
You
was
said it.
like, I
It's
said,
gonna.
"Oh, bruh." I said, "Oh man, I feel
I
like he
said
about
I
to
don't
turn,
want it
bruh."
to happen. I was saying I hope it doesn't happen because I would love to see Takeshita and Fletcher go after and challenge against the Don Callis family. But you know, it was my giveaway. I've never seen Takeshita smile that much. He
Yeah.
was way too excited seeing Fletcher come out. As soon as that music hit, when they put the camera on Takeshita, he was
Mm-hmm.
just you too happy, bro. So I couldn't rock with that. But what about you? What did you take from that?
Yeah, but because at first, like when I first seen it, and we was watching, I said, man, I was like, maybe Kyle gonna, be done with Don. And I said, but because remember I was saying, I was like, I don't know though, bro. I said, Don love Kyle, bro. I said, Kyle can do no fucking wrong to
None,
Don
not even
Kyle. He
a
can do
little
not
bit.
a damn thing. So I said, nah, he ain't doing nothing. Like I said, nah, I don't see it. I don't see it. But as soon as he hit that lariat on the catch, I was like, God damn. I said, man, come on, bruh. That was like the first turn of the night for real. That was
That
the
really,
first one. I was
yeah,
like,
no lie.
damn, bruh. And that one was like, all right. We like Loki. I didn't see that one coming. Like that wasn't one that was kind of let up a few weeks before. That one just kind of happened. So it was
Yeah,
like,
because you
bam,
got to remember Fletcher hadn't been on TV, so just seeing him come back, you're not thinking, at least
nothing.
they wanted to give off that, we're not thinking that that's going to happen. The immediate return, it might happen, but it might happen like later down the line. But just like at least
Yeah.
for tonight, for the pay per view, like yeah, they're going to be cool. Then 2 weeks from now, something random will happen. He'll come out in a match and then do it. You weren't
Then do
expecting
yep. But nah, hell no. That man did it off rip.
off rip. He wasted no time. He's like, yeah,
I
I'm gonna give you
said,
your hug
yo.
goodbye. I'm gonna give you your hug goodbye. I'm gonna raise your hand and make you feel that you're a chap, so you're vulnerable. Then, like BJ said, the coldest Larry ever knocked him out, and what Kesha was gonna reaching for him, like, no,
No,
that was
no.
that was beautiful though. I can't be mad at that, not even a little bit. But match of the night, Eric. Match of the night, chat.
A double or
Bandito,
nothing?
Bandito,
Ooh,
Swerve.
man, come
Match
on,
of the night,
bro.
not the main event,
That
unfortunately.
house call in the air? Oh my God. Come on.
But we gotta hold on before we
What are we
even.
talking about?
What move can't Swerve do? What doesn't this man think of?
And did them
How
perfectly. Executed them
execution was
perfectly.
to a T.
The man ain't dropped, didn't stumble, none of that. I said, yeah, Swerve, come on. Come on.
Talk.
And
Let's talk
Bandito,
about
bro.
it.
I mean, we talk about but
221
Bandito,
plexus.
come on,
The
bro.
reverse hurricane, bro. Can we emphasize how they pulled off that reverse hurricane runner on the apron outside the
On the
ring?
yeah, bro. Like, come on, yo. That was Swerve, and I said we was talking about on the panel, bro. Swerve didn't look like he broke a damn sweat. I looked at it, I said, yo, this man's barely even sweating right now.
It is
I
what
said,
you
yo, this is
call.
crazy.
This is the real definition of I'm better than you, and you know it.
Mm-hmm.
I love Osprey, bro, but I just Swerve is gonna beat Will, bro. Swerve, if you're watching this, you gotta Swerve. If you're watching this, you gotta beat Will. We
It's
need
the only
this.
way, bro. It's the only way.
Tim said I haven't. Let
A
me
bad
see.
Bandito match. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's what I'm
That is
saying. Because
100.
Bandito had a hell of a match as well with Swerve. That man, come on. Bandito, I think he one of the top best. luchadors of all time. That might sound crazy to some people, but
Ooh, you put okay. You Bandito's best top. You said top 4, or top 5.
I could put in top 4 for real.
Okay,
Okay.
so Bandito. Who else would you be? Bandito.
Mm, gotta throw Ray.
Okay, Bandito, Rey Mysterio.
Ultimo Dragon. It's tough, bro. Hell no. I would never put that man there. Oh man. See,
You know who you really should put in there? El Grande
chill out.
Americano.
I was thinking
Not
about
a
Mystico. But I want to say
El
Pentagon
Clone.
Junior. Pentagon Junior. Not Penta. Pentagon Junior. I'm talking about Lucha Underground. Okay,
Ray
I'm talking
Phoenix.
about AAA. I'm talking about Pentagon Junior.
I would have to definitely. So Mystico, Pentagon Jr., Bandito, and Rey Mysterio Jr.
So I'm going with.
But if we just wrap it off to the top 5, then you throw also, like you said, Ultimo Dragon in there too. He gonna put Chad Gable next time.
Chill out.
Chill, bro.
Nah,
That's
he never gonna see me do that, bro. Nah, hell
that's
nah.
what's not gonna happen. So okay, so let's keep it going. Let's get through Double or Nothing real quick. Osprey, Joe. What was your takes on Osprey and Joe? And what do you
The
see? What do you
finish.
see?
That finish, bro. That finish that Osprey. Oh my god. I mean, it was man, them hitting. I said, come on, Will. This is why we call you the Billy Goat. Bro, it was good. A hell of a match.
The
Over
start of the
delivered.
match, bro. He started off the match with that off the rope like
I'm
super cutter, bro.
crazy. I mean, such a fast. And that's one thing about that whole night, bro. Fast paced matches. And it
Yeah,
was lengthy, like pause.
yeah,
Lengthy,
that
like
was
long.
crazy.
Yeah, I know. That was wow. Pause again.
Yeah, that
But
was
lengthy,
lengthy.
long matches. Still gonna pause that. And it worked and it made sense. Stories were told. This was another one of those matches, bro. I like that. Oh man, tells the story of what Will is trying to do right now. Will is going to definitely be at Wembley. I like he cut that promo like against Joe that Dynamite. Post
Mhm.
it the
I
whole
have the
whole
whole
UK on
country
my
on my
back,
back,
bro.
bro.
I said, yeah, Will, come on.
So are we at odds?
Nah, see, this
So
is the thing,
you
bro.
take
I'm
Will,
for
I'm taking
Swerve.
Swerve
I'm
in
all
this
for Swerve.
championship
But
hard cup.
I think it's gonna be swerving. I think it's gonna be swerving Will at the end, bro. And I'm good with whoever wins it. Whether if it is Swerve, I'm 100%. If it's the Billy Goat, I'm 100% for. I don't feel like I can lose either way.
So Chad, there's no lose in this situation. I take it then, yeah. There is no lose because you either gonna have Swerve Strickland representing us in Wembley against MJF, or we're gonna have the Billy Goat represent, you know what I'm saying, the crib. Do you see Will and Alex Windsor both turning heel? Oh,
That'd be crazy, Tim. Now, if Alex Windsor turns heel, and mainly if he turns heel on, she turns heel on Jamie Hayter, go ahead, do it.
see, I don't see no. See, I'm mad at both of you guys, okay? Because I'm not really worried if Miss Windsor turns heel, right? You can do
Mhm.
that. I'm all for that. What I'm not allowing, Square Circle family, my exclusive night brother, you are not putting your hands on Mrs. Hayter. That is Jamie
Mm.
Hayter. Because, yes, does she make you Ramsey, baby? Yeah, baby, yeah.
What he
No,
said,
I'm joking.
Austin
No,
Powers, chill,
yeah,
bro, chill.
bro. Jamie is dope, bro. Y'all act like that is not a
No, I
former
love Jamie.
AEW
Jamie's
women's
dope, bro.
champion.
She can go in that ring.
Why does she have to catch the straight against Alex? I know the Brawling Birds, but still, no. I just anybody else, bro. Just show your healness against like take that shit out on like Julia Hart or somebody. You know what I'm saying? Since you want the title from Tekla, attack a Julia Hart, attack a Sky Blue. You know what I'm saying? Put Tekla in some type of situation. You taking out Jamie Hayter is not gonna make Tekla nervous.
Exactly.
She's just gonna call you a what? You took out your only help, you dumb. So, like, that's all she's gonna do. That's exactly how she's gonna flip that. And it's, you know, Tekla's too smart for that. So
I loved it though. I love it with Tekla, bro. She dumb.
I'm not
Bro,
good for I'm definitely not saying I'm gonna leave that one to the ladies. I'm gonna leave that one to the ladies to claim that one. But yeah, you dumb. Yeah, that's what Tekla's gonna do to that one. And I just noticed both were wearing black for right. Because Alex had the black mask, the lipstick, the mascara, she had the whole black, and then Will, that vest Ospreay wrestled in on Sunday and last night, that shit was fire. But if Alex Windsor does turn heel, does that boost her into like that? Does that boost her into the title contention? Like immediate match, possible win is what I'm saying.
I don't want to say because it's like I feel like knowing Tony, he'll probably there's definitely going to be a build to it. I feel like we would see something kind of work its way to it. In terms of just the character work, I don't know if she would get a title right away. Because I mean, really think about it, I don't think there's anybody in AEW that's turned immediately and won a title like that fast. I don't think so.
So Mr. Lewis says, does Mercedes turn face? And then Timothy said, I guess for instead of the world title, could Windsor go get the TBS title?
She could. I could see her going for it. I don't think Athena needs to go for that though. I need to see Athena with that title, bro. I'm sorry, bro. She needs it.
Look, everybody's saying in the chat, Mercedes turned back CEO. You see what I'm saying? Okay. So everybody in the chat, and obviously I'm gonna ask you, Eric, who do you want to see fill that empty spot against Alex Windsor?
I mean, honestly, everybody was saying Mercedes, but then it's like, if Mercedes, then Alex Windsor's losing off rip, and you're not gonna have Mercedes join up in there and lose that match. Like
these are my options. Mercedes, no particular order, by the way. Mercedes, Athena. I mean, I'm sorry. Mercedes. That's who I want to win. I keep Charlie. My biggest sleeper pick of them all, Ruby Soho.
You did say Ruby.
Watch Ruby Soho come back. I'm not saying she's
somebody said, who was it? Someone was, I think it was in a. Somebody said they think Scott Blue is the one that's gonna be the contender because of what Tekla did at the media scrum. It was 13 said that because of what Tekla said at the media scrum, and they saying like she might have. They were saying she might have revealed something low key because she was like, if Sky's in it, like, and Sky ain't even in the tournament, so she could be the revealed person. I was like, that could be a thing.
They might have blew it in that moment and then change it because she said that. I don't know, but let's see if Sky, once again, SCB shit right here, yo. If Sky Blue comes out on that tournament, hey, you know where you can come back and you can see where you heard it first. Even if it was paid attention to, it brought to fruition. Let's go. And then let's see, what else do we have? Darian said, if Mercedes wins, I hope she's the first to get side plates. Because we know why you want those side plates. Right. You know exactly why they want those side plates, yo. You feel me? Yo. I already know who that is. That's the general right there, bro. That shout out Fresh. What's the
What up,
deal?
Fresh?
Y'all being
What's
get
going on, Fresh?
it's super great. You feel me? But
Were we
last
talking
two
about
things.
we're
Yo,
talking
we were
about
just wrapping that up. I'm moving forward right now on this because I do want to wrap up this double or nothing real quick. Stadium Stampede. Must have missed the night.
R.I.P. Andrade, bro. That's all I can say to
Nothing else
that,
to
bro.
say, right? I mean, BJ, did you notice that Andrade took a brute of that beating that entire match from beginning to end?
Yeah, I mean, this man, first of all, shout out to the entrances too, by the way. They had some cool little cinematic entrances.
Mm-hmm.
This was a fun match to watch. But yeah, Andrade was getting the tar beating out of him every
From
second.
everybody. It
Yeah.
was Trey Niner.
No
Anybody
cap.
can get it.
And then see the other thing was like they planted a lady in the crowd and then come to find out it was Luchasaurus. Come to find out it was Luchasaurus.
That was great. But in the beginning of this match, can we just talk about the entrance? How they just had everybody Jericho
Man,
wrestled
with
in a
the
suit.
suits. Man, come
Bobby and
on.
then wrestled in a suit. Jack Perry was out there looking like the help. Young Bucks looking like all black Sean. I mean, they just
Man,
was
them boy.
Young Bucks fit.
And which was crazy because I
Kenny,
thought to myself, I said, y'all come out here like this, should be I look like the EVPs again.
the EVP, mine as
That might
well,
have been
right?
symbolism. That might have been symbolism, Eric. That might
Mm-hmm.
have been a subtle
You
hint.
had Kenny Omega coming out singing Jericho's song. It was dope.
That's
But
good.
the funniest part of the
Uh,
funniest part of everything was in the back. We all know Kenny don't smoke. And this fool was sitting in the doorway, trying to have that moment, looking real, trying to be on your Scarface cool player down one, and he hit that motherfucker like it started choking. Yeah, hilarious, bro. Kenny, you were funny for that. I know that was all the intent. So shout out to you for that, Kenny. You gave us a laugh. Now, shout out to the homie, that boy Joseph, right? Because tell me I'm lying. Everybody destroyed their shoes.
Yeah.
They was out there, bloodlines,
I was
low
getting ready
top.
to say that. I was
I
just getting
know
ready to say that.
if y'all don't know that boy Joseph, go follow him. He made a crazy video with these wrestlers disrespecting these J's and these exclusive Air Forces and shit. It's the best shit ever in the world. But I'm just saying. So the match itself, vacuum cleaners.
Yeah, that was wild. Vacuum
Te-
Killers was insane.
Tennis balls, the big tennis racket from Luther,
Bro, the
bro.
tennis. Hey, first off, can we just give a shout out to the fact that we did get Luther? And just
Yeah,
because a branch off of Luther, because we know who he comes from. Hey, Timeless Tony, whatever you got going on, please be safe. I hope you're good. We cannot wait to get you back, Tony Storm. You are forever timeless. We love you.
and
But
if it is a baby, we congratulate you. If it is a baby, we congratulate you. If it is a
hey,
baby,
if it is, I don't want to know yet. But I'm gonna wait till we come out. We see that.
If
But
it is, I hope you're already pregnant, and by the time you done, it'll be by the end of the year. That's all we ask for, please. Enough of y'all are pregnant as it is now.
and it's all the
Drop your
goats, not
babies,
all the
you're
best
back in
ones
the
want to
ring.
get pregnant at the same time.
bro, her, Naomi, Bianca, all just get pregnant around the same time of year. Like that would be crazy. That would be crazy.
This is the future of pro wrestling. More Samoan. Hey, never mind. We ain't gonna get into that. I was gonna say the
Uh,
Samoans encourage y'all to build a lineage forever. It's not just the
listen,
Samoans. It ain't gonna just be the Samoans with 30-year lineages no more, bro. It's gonna be black
Facts.
people, white people. The Luchas finna have 66 lineage. Bro, this shit finna be crazy. Wrestling world ain't going nowhere. That's why we need more than 2 promotions. In the next 30 years, we're gonna need at least 5 promotions because it's gonna be 5 major promotions. There's
uh-huh.
gonna be too many fucking wrestlers. Ain't gonna be
Too
enough
many.
work.
Yeah,
But
somebody got to take over CMLO. Somebody got to take it over.
hey, we gonna have we gonna have Square Circle Boy wrestling promotion, bro. We
Yeah,
gonna have Square Circle Boy promotions. We gonna have exclusive night wrestling entertainment.
Come on
We
now.
gonna have BJ gonna have Christian pro wrestling.
Hey, come on now.
Future Shock Pro Wrestling. Future Shock Pro Wrestling. Future Shock Pro Wrestling.
But hold on. This is a side thought. I hope somebody. Ooh, if somebody come up with this before me, man, just throw me $1. Look, we need a Christian professional wrestling company. Now,
Russo did try it. Russo did try
coming out cosplaying as like Christian characters, but like movesets are still wild and crazy, right? But the promos are gonna be like, and I don't know, I just feel like that's something crazy. We're gonna have to work. Ooh, all right. Hey, CPW coming soon. Let's see. Hoping Bianca Naomi.
I like what Devon said.
Let's go to it.
He said, what
companies would you like to see AEW work with for Forbidden Door, since New Japan Pro Wrestling is making a way to work with W?
Man. Is that confirmed though?
Yeah, I mean, they've already.
Is my thing. Yeah, I wish, man. I really wish AEW could do stuff with WWE. I really do, bro. And I wish it could just be open based to where like not everybody from WWE has to win. Like, just let it be. Let the wrestlers choose. Like,
who wants to put who over?
Because see, the thing about it is, if Seth and Kenny want to have a match right now,
Will's winning that.
It would be.
You said Kenny. My fault.
Kenny and Seth want to
have a match. At this point, it wouldn't be Seth and Kenny. It would be Seth and Will right now.
Yeah.
Seth and Will. Because I can see Kenny and Roman, because Roman was gonna want Kenny. Roman would want Kenny.
Roman's gonna want MJF, bro, or Punk. Yeah, Roman. I would have said Punk, but we've been down that road already. So
yeah.
But another promotion that I would like to see, honestly, Mr. Lewis, I would like to see, as of right now, to be honest with you, I would like to see MLW work with
yeah.
I think that's already in the works.
I like that.
That would be, and then plus with the way that things were going last year, I think they subtly hinted at it because MJF made a couple of appearances on MLW.
I would say MLW, 1FW, and to be honest with you, in a perfect world, I would like to see House of Glory get to work.
Bro. Yes. House of Glory. Yeah, bro.
Yes, that would be cooking. Yes, they've been having. Because see, the thing about it is, Mustafa could go over there and have bangers with anybody. Bring Order 4 over there, and he'll have bangers with anybody. Anybody.
Definitely.
Because I just want to see him and Kevin go at it one time, just one time.
Man, so you just need one time.
See, Forbidden Door with House of Glory combination cooks. Forbidden Door, a GCW, a Forbidden Door, a MLW, a Forbidden Door, and a WWE. Then that way WWE gets to work with everybody. And I just think right now they need something like that. So if they want to really forever hold that top-notch regimen, if you do some crossover like shit, it prove that you're the best. If you guys are the best, go beat everybody. But don't just beat them off of the title of the name. Let your wrestlers actually outwork these other guys. And then that's all. I don't see any harm in that.
And then that way you can kind of be able to show, okay, we're the best wrestle with AEW. You have sports entertainment with WWE. You have the other promotions that are just pure wrestling. Pure wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
You can come and you will have everything somebody would like. It would be a perfect gumbo for everybody that where everybody would like something.
That boy said the gumbo. Come on.
I'm sorry, I'm from the South. I'm from the South, bro. You have to have a gumbo.
Come on now. Talk about it. That jambalaya wrestling. Y'all ain't never heard of jambalaya wrestling.
I would like to see, and see, I would like to see. And I'm gonna throw a Hail Mary out there. Ashe, MLW.
Ashe and AEW.
I'll
Well,
say
shit, they have champions over there
Ashay
in AEW, so I
Hey,
don't see
come
why
on
not
now.
do the foot. Why
and
not?
Caprice
Hey,
Coleman works there. And Caprice Coleman, who works on Ring of Honor, works there.
Bishop
And
Khan, baby.
then
Mr.
Bishop.
Lewis said, "I would love to see NWA if Billy Corgan can get his act together."
but see Billy, see with Billy,
Okay,
he had to have his head in the right space though, because he can't go over there with that mentality that he has now. He has to have some good booking. Because if you're gonna have Damian Sandow being your brand ambassador and you're having consistently bad booking, that's not gonna work.
I feel
shout
that.
out to Nasty Leroy. Also, let's see, Nasty WWE don't work anymore. That's the issue. I would love to see if Forbidden Door with all the promotions, especially if my promotion won FW. Yeah, as a matter of fact, that's really cool. BJ or Nasty Leroy. I just mentioned one FW as a really cool promotion. I would love to see crossover because they have a lot of really dope talent and a lot of familiar talent down there in one FW too. So that would definitely be cool. Now to wrap up Double or Nothing, the moment that everybody had been waiting for on Sunday night, the dethroning of the hardest title run that I've ever seen in one particular run. Darby Allin. I don't know about you, Eric. I don't know about you, BJ, but it didn't have to be 1,000+ days. You know, he didn't have to have the title for 4 and 5 years. Darby worked his ass off in a month and a half to 2 months. He put that belt aggressively on the line every single week against the best of the best. Remember the first Mortal Kombat? Remember how you'd have to climb the ladder until you got to the top against Shang Tsung? That's kind of like
Yep.
what Darby did right now. You know what I'm saying? And all his matches were still higher level. Brody King, Ciampa, Kevin Knight, Takeshita. Like you went up against Heat, but on Sunday, you know, your battery just gave out, and that's okay. You didn't put yourself on a charger, and MJF took advantage of that. And then plus MJF had a full charged battery because he only wrestled one match in your entire reign.
Nah,
He
did he? Or was it two
yes
matches?
on the Kevin Knight match. That's the only match he had. Did he
Yeah, that's
wrestle
true.
somebody else and I can't remember?
Yeah, that's true. I think this man Darby was defending that title
Yeah,
like twice a
Darby was
week.
He had a match with let me go off road memory here because I'm not gonna go in order, but Pack, Takeshita,
no,
Kevin.
not Darby. I'm talking about MJF.
Oh, MJF,
MJF.
MJF
yeah,
only
yeah, yeah.
had one match in
Kevin, yeah,
no,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying
Kevin.
during Darby Allin's entire title run, MJF technically only had one
Oh,
match
yeah,
in
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah,
entire run.
yeah. Okay, hey, you're right. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Hell yeah, Empress. That's what I'm talking about.
This is
Love to
such
see
a
that
good conversation. I love
perspective
this,
from
y'all. I'm
royalty.
learning from
Appreciate that.
perspectives. Appreciate that so much, Empress. You are so dope. Appreciate that, SCB family. Thank y'all, everybody in the chat too, y'all. But what we were all here for tonight. Sunday
Hmm.
was just an adrenaline rush. So many people said that was one of the top 3 best pay-per-views they've ever seen of all time. I couldn't remember if they were saying in across the pay-per-view PLE spectrum or in AEW's terms. You know what I mean? But
Uh
Oh,
oh. I guess we're gonna have to talk about it. Yeah. So anyway,
yeah.
because I ain't know why I don't know why my man Polo just disappeared. But if we're gonna talk about anything that happened with Dynamite, especially with the whole beginning of the show, insane. Okay, we're gonna talk about this, and I think this was great. First of all, the way they kicked that whole show off. First, Kevin Knight coming out. Okay, Kevin Knight comes out. It's all right, Polo. Look,
It's all good. It's all
if you
good.
drop, you know I was gonna follow up with it anyway.
it
I don't
wasn't.
know.
How you know? It wasn't
How
me.
you
I
know?
How
swear.
you
How
know?
you know?
How
How
you
you
know?
know?
You know.
I don't know. I swear. I didn't touch nothing. I did nothing.
Hey,
I
you
just
good?
hear. I
You
I
good?
only
You
listen
good,
to
bro?
you guys talking.
Now
I
you
swear.
back. Now you
Let's
back.
get it though. Yes,
But I
yes,
loved it, bro. The
100%.
way how they brought Kevin Knight. Kevin Knight came out. A crowd of boos. I said, yeah, Kev. That's what I'm talking about from my long lost cousin. Hell yeah, Kev. booed the hell out of him. And the promo he cut. All right, then you had Speedball. Speedball comes out, walking out. I say, all right, Speedball, what you about to talk about? He trying to tell Kev you need to apologize, all that and third. Kev was not hearing that, and I loved it. And it's crazy because we thought Speedball was about to get, we thought he was about to get turned on last week or like 2 weeks ago. But this was the perfect timing, and the crowd reacted perfectly with it. I said, this is what I'm talking. Capitalizing on the moment. Chef Tony, this is why you also got yourself a chef's hat. Keep cooking, bro.
So so right now, does TK got the hat and the apron? Or is he just so cold with it where he out here like
he got the jacket, he got the apron, he got the hat, he got it all, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, what was the
he
chef?
One of the head chefs in the kitchen, bro.
What was his name? The one that used to always go, boom. What's that? Emerald?
Yeah.
Boom. Yeah, that's what Tony be doing. Every time he come up with a banger or he got a storyline, wait till they get a hold of this.
Come on.
Boom. That's what it's going. That's what it is.
When he said that he literally came up with that Hangman Redemption arc from his couch, so you start sitting on that couch more often.
You did. Wait, so you mean to tell me this is a love seat? I can sit in this if I'm in love. So this is a booking seat, so I can book some shit if I sit in this booking chair.
Oh, bro.
Because he was like, because he called this. He's like, I called Danielson. I said, how about we turn Hangman face around? He was like, okay, that's what we'll do.
Let me ask y'all this. When do y'all think we're gonna get a Hangman return? Do you guys feel one brewing? Is there any of these stories, all these different stories? Andrade's situation, Brody King, Swerve, Ospreay, Will, Kenny, just everybody. Does Hangman's return? MJF, Darby, does Hangman returning? Does he fit in anything or not quite yet? Maybe a Wembley return?
Not quite yet.
Not quite yet. If he does come back, if he comes back, it'll be like December. It'll be like December.
Damn, you think that far along, BJ? Jesus Christ.
Nah, that's real. I'm thinking like the first or second PLE after Wembley or something.
I was gonna say maybe if Swerve wins the Owen.
I'm like, Hangman's PLE is typically all out. That's typically his PLE.
I was gonna say, well, because if Swerve wins the Owen and he wins the title, I can see Adam Hangman Page coming back for that.
Yeah.
I can see him coming back for that.
Yeah, because the way I look at the PLEs is like Hangman's PLE is typically all out. All out is typically the PLE where like if you you never see a PLE match without Hangman being in it. So I could definitely see. But definitely I can see Hangman coming back at some even if it's later on, because I can see him and Ospreay having one more match.
Yeah, I can see that. And that's what I'm saying, bro.
Ospreay?
Yeah, him and Hangman, Ospreay, maybe. Remember what I said last week? I said that there's going to be a triple threat: Hangman, Ospreay, and Swerve for the world title. And I think that's going to be one of the matches during
that could really cook. I'm not going to cap. That would definitely cook.
And I would, and just to put my hat on, I'm going to say about this. Hopefully, it's a Falls Count Anywhere match. Hopefully.
I can see that. So, do we get any more matches out of these two gentlemen? After Kevin came out, we did get into Jericho and Ricochet.
It should be over by now. I think this is done. I think this is done.
You pinned them 2 times in a row, right?
Yeah.
You pinned them twice in a row. You pinned them at Double or Nothing, and then you pinned them last night on another Lion Salt last night.
Yeah. If it's like the whole story was somewhere under the Lion Salt. So
the Rico Salt. The Rico Salt. Hashtag Rico Salt, baby.
Okay. The Rico Salt. The Rico Salt.
I love that.
Shout out to the man, by the way. Shout out to the man.
Let's go. You already know.
Because when you're in demand,
You make demands. Come on, bro.
And when you don't follow demands, what do, Eric? You
You
get
get
put
put down.
down.
Come on, bro. I love it. I
All
love it,
right.
man. Bangers. Yeah, but this was
just
good
feeling
though.
like I'm
I
feeling
think
like
it's
this.
over with.
Okay, I feel like this. Ricochet needs to go after the TBS title. Okay, you got your inaugural national title. Jericho has put you over. Go after this TBS title. Fight to catch it real quick. Randomly bump into him, talk some Ricochet shit, and get your title and beat him. And then beat Kyle Fletcher, beat Okada, beat Moxley, beat Kyle O'Reilly. Just go on a run. Go on. Just,
Go on a tear, bro. Go on a tear.
I fucks with Ricochet. Ricochet is one of my faves, bro. I'm sorry. Or Ricochet, bring the demand together with Swerve and Kevin Knight and and Kofi and Austin. Shit.
Jesus.
There are so many possibilities with it. The moment that music
Talk
drops,
about
so
the
many
complexity of the
possibilities.
melanin. You know, you got the Brown brothers, and then you got the Beige Boys. Jesus,
Bro, it does. It goes from like really, really cream coffee all the way to like
black.
a Swiss roll.
Yeah.
it's more like iced coffee. It's more like iced
So
coffee. It's
look,
iced
there
coffee,
it is,
though.
even better,
It's
Chad. There
iced
it goes.
coffee.
We go from African American Twinkies to Swiss rolls, bro. And everything in between is what would be in that faction.
Bro, but it's all black. I love it. I love it.
It's just
Listen, see after
All I
that,
gotta do is stay black and die.
the most dangerous in demand.
I'm gonna say this.
I
After
like
that picture that Shane Taylor posted with all the black champions
That's
in
a
Ring of
bar.
Honor, like after that picture that Shane Taylor posted of all the black champions in the Ring of Honor before they all got their titles taken from them,
Mm-hmm.
that was a fantastic type picture. We need to see one more picture like that. We need to see one more picture like that.
Facts. So just to move on from this now, because this is one of those we just got to sit back and see what happens with Ricochet. Because at this point right now, if this isn't over, I really don't have a clue what they will do next with Ricochet. And to an extent, I actually think that's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want everything to be too overly predictable. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that I'm very intrigued to just want to see what's going to happen next is the plus. But after that, our new AEW World Champion came out, Maxwell Jacob Freeman. This cocky son of a bitch came out, had 4 dudes holding him on their shoulders on the chair with the title. He been walking around dragging the black strap. He don't give a shit about that black strap. He stood up, threw that shit. Everybody was like, "Nah, my triple B is around my waist, baby." You feel me? Don't just talk about that black strap. That's not my title, bro. That's for you peons when y'all win this shit. The only person that the black strap you're going to put some respect is when Swerve get it back.
Mm-hmm.
Swerve ain't wearing that triple B, but other than that,
I mean, he probably looking pretty good with it, but pause. That was crazy. But yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, that was super crazy. Pause. Not one of my best moments. I tell you.
Don't worry, that won't be highlighted.
Appreciate that.
Nah, but seriously though, so MJF comes out. Basically, it's just letting you guys know that Darby ran his course. I'm here. I'm back on top. Now, Mark Briscoe came out and told him, reach for the sky, boy. Mark Briscoe has some bars for him, though. He said, you're not really a fighter. You kind of run, kind of scary. I've been doing this for 20 plus years. I'm really from the trenches, bro. I would much rather have crazy ass motherfuckers like me have the title than you basically calling MJF the corporate champion, type of shit. But then I said last week, or remember Roos? Y'all remember Roos? Don't forget about Roos. I hope y'all didn't forget about Roos, because Roos told Darby last week, if you survive, I want my title against you next week, which would have been yesterday. But unfortunately, Darby didn't survive, right? So I had asked myself in my head when that pin, I said, so what does Roos have? What happens to Roos? Does he still want to, is he going to tell MJF, give him a shot? Or does Roos go to the back of the line? Briscoe came out. I said, oh, they went Briscoe's route. Roosh came out and got right in MJF's face. Next Wednesday, and next Wednesday is going down, y'all. MJF versus Roosh.
When you
Now,
get the bull, you get the
The
horn.
when
when you
you
mess
mess
with the
with
bull,
a bull,
you
you
get
get
the
the
Get the
horn.
horns.
horns.
Love that shit.
So the bull meets the devil. That was a cold tagline
That
from
was
MJF.
MJ.
That was a cold
You want your
tagline from my
That
shot?
boy
was.
You on the
MJF.
bull meets the devil. Oof. Now,
But he said the bull's gonna lock horns with the devil.
yeah, he said
I
the
said,
bull is gonna lock.
jeez.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said verbatim. The bull is gonna lock horns with the devil. Was that enough to get us? Was that enough to get you guys all excited for that match?
Yeah, that bar was
Yeah.
that bar was
Hell
exciting.
yeah. I was hyped.
That bar itself was exciting. Yeah.
It goes to show at least like MJF defends the title on a weekly basis. Like
Or
what
even
do
Yeah,
people try to say?
semi-weekly,
Like at
hey,
least that
or
nasty
title gets
even
defended on a weekly show.
weekly.
Like
or even semi-weekly at that. Like
yeah.
I like this right here. What Nasty said, because remember, Roosh told MJ, he said, "You called him chicken farmer, but you chicken sheets." That was a woo. MJ, hey, MJF didn't like that. I saw that look in his face.
You
He
think
wasn't
y'all want to
feeling
speak
that.
Spanish? Senor,
Senor.
shut up,
Oh
bro.
my
That
god.
was so
Hey, I thought
funny.
MJF was really gonna say some Spanish shit though, bro. I
I
thought I was
did
about to
too.
say, bro, I was like, MJF, you come out here and really cut and you really say some shit, bro. I'm be like, yeah, MJF, you really, 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 really are the greatest of all time, bro.
see, knowing MJF, he probably would have brought out his translator again and just for the fun of it. He would have just said some stuff and got the guy repeat it to him in Spanish.
That's so funny. That shit was so funny, bro. I swear I enjoyed all that. But like we said, next Wednesday, Roosh, MJF, AEW World Championship title match.
Come
Let's see
on,
what
bro.
happens. But next, this is I'm so mad because for the last two Dynamites and PLE, I've only been incorrect on 2 matches. I predicted at least my feeling gut for who was going to win. I've been right except 2 matches. And on Sunday, last night, I'm sorry, Sunday, this was one of them. I thought that Claudio was gonna beat Brody last night.
Oh man, I ain't gonna lie. Claudio been taking some L's lately, bro. No cap.
Ever since he lost the CMLL title and he stopped winning the
Yeah,
Lucha
bro.
shit, when he was on that Lucha run, bro, he was going crazy.
Yeah,
Once he
bro.
got
He
off of
just
the Lucha
been
run, I don't really know
losing.
necessarily what happened.
Yeah. And see, I'm hoping they haven't closed that soon on Claudio. I'm hoping they haven't done that because like Claudio can do so much more than just take a pin and do the cool stuff in the ring. He can be a champion.
No, I agree, bro. But that
Really.
was a hell of a match, though. Especially from Claudio. I mean, to be honest, like I thought, all right, you got Brody Lee, Brody King, trust you got Brody King, and you got.
The
I
most
mean,
dangerous.
Jesus Christ, you got the most dangerous. You got Claudio as well. I said, I don't know who the hell is winning this match because of how hard hitting both of them are. That was one of those. I'm like, bro, either one, I get it.
This was like Superman against the Hulk.
Yeah, bro.
This was like
Yeah.
Iron Man against Green Lantern, or
Or Cap.
Yeah.
You can do well. Civil
Name
War
favorite
type
superhero.
stuff.
Name favorite superhero. This is it. Like this is going.
Just all the strong motherfuckers. You feel me? This is fucking Steel versus the Beast. Like all that. This is Shazam versus I don't know Magneto.
Superman,
I don't know. Yeah, that all their punches were one hitter quitters, and the fact that nobody went out, that's what I'm basically saying. Nobody could knock each other out. It was like, what's the word I'm trying to use? when you play Mortal Kombat, you know that little meter, but all theirs was
Yep.
taking like it was going like that.
Just
And
by
it
a
was
little
just whoever
bit.
was
Yeah.
gonna get who's first. You know, if they were just grappling or somebody threw each other out the ring, then yeah, your meter grew. But if they was just going back and forth, that motherfucker went all the way. And that's why on that final wow, Brody dropped Claudio, and it was just I'm too tired to kick out, and he couldn't even get a proper pin. Brody just dropped his arm, and that's all she wrote. So
And see,
now,
for yours truly, it felt like a Tekken game. Like
mhm,
you have like guys like Eric. You may remember this. Guys like King and like
Yeah, bruh.
like you play with King on the Tekken game. You don't get some of the best arm drags, some of the
my
best
favorite
suplexes,
fighting
some
game
of the
of all
best,
time is Bushido Blade.
bro, bro.
Killer
But
Killer Instinct.
this
Mm.
was this was a video game match if there ever was one. This was a video game match for me.
This is the heavyweight side of a good video game. But
Yes.
Happy Time. How would you guys have felt if you guys were able to get one of those cameras for the 5-second pose?
Hey, bruh. I'd have kept that joint.
Come on now. You
I would
don't
have
think
kept
those
it
cameras
too.
didn't really
That's
work?
worth
Those
money for
cameras
real.
had
I ain't
some.
gonna
I
care.
bet you those cameras had film in them.
And knowing Adam Copeland, he probably did not. They, they probably were not cheap either. Knowing him, he probably
Oh,
not.
those are definitely Rite Aid cameras, bro.
Yeah. Yo, Rite Aid, bro. Chill, bro.
Save
It's
on
it, Rite
That's a
Aid.
thrifties.
cold pool with Rite Aid. I ain't gonna hold you. That's a cold pool with Rite Aid.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah, no,
cold
but that was
pool.
Anyways,
good
bro,
though. I love that. I love that segment though. That was a good one too.
that was very exciting. Um, and then, like we said earlier, David Finley and Clark Connors came out and attacked him. So this is what we're gonna have going moving forward. Um, if this does become a tag team competition or a tag team title match eventually, do you guys have Cope and Christian retaining, or will the dogs give us an upset? What do you guys feel?
I think Cope and Christian are retaining, bro. I can't see them getting that
Mm,
like losing that title that fast.
yeah, I definitely
Too,
see the
too
same thing.
soon?
They might have it till All In. They might have them till All In.
Yeah, because I feel like they're gonna wait until they get their entire that whole tag team division assembled, where it's the Motor City Machine Guns and so many others. And there's gonna be one big. I'm hoping. I'm hoping it's either a ladder match or an 8-way match or something where we get to see all these teams.
It will, because as long as the Motor City Machine Guns get to keep their music, we get Kofi and Xavier, Cope and Christian, FTR, the Bucks,
Mm-hmm.
the Outrunners, the Hurt Syndicate, Private Party,
Shout out to Mark Quinn, bro. I hope he's recovering.
the
Shout out
the
to Mark
the the
Quinn.
the, the entire Don Callis family can be a tag team. There's no
Yeah.
stopping. Tag team division in AEW is on fire, and it starts with these two right here.
Come on.
Um,
Come on.
I gotta talk about it. In the locker room, our honorable homie Prince Nana and our other favorite wrestler,
Yeah.
Brother Swerve, was in the back. Now, I told y'all, you saw what we did to Bandito at Double or Nothing. Brody, you want to do this again? Are you sure, my friend? Are you ready for what's going to happen again, right?
Did you not see?
All over social media, all over the internet. He let them know it was all over social media. Everybody saw it. Millions and millions of people saw Swerve beat the shit out of Bandito. What Swerve say? I don't know where Bandito at. I don't know. He hurt, probably in the hospital. I don't give a shit. You want to do it part 2, my boy? Let's go. I believe in Swerve, bro. I just do. It's just the way he moves, bro. The thought process. You call it the most dangerous for no reason, bro. Now you see he's out here plotting, trying to recruit help too. I don't even think it's recruiting help. It's just recruiting other people that are on the same journey as him.
I feel that, bro. I feel that. I agree, bro. And that's what I'm saying, bro. I would like. I know we was talking about before when I had mentioned, bro. Like you was saying
Mhm.
something about Kevin Knight with Swerve, bro. I can see
Yes.
that. I can see that, bro.
Yeah. So towards the end of the show, right at the end of the show, Kevin Knight was walking out, and as he hit the corner in the back of the backstage, Swerve was just sitting on the wall, and he just looked at him, and the Jet just looked at Swerve, and it was kind of like it's time, but without really reacting, just that look, it was just like, yeah, it's time. I know
Hmm.
what you want. You feel me? I see what you did because remember that fight they had a few months ago, and he's like,
Yep.
I
And
need
he,
you
and
to.
he, and he gave his
Yeah,
praises, bro. I remember that.
So
yeah,
Oh,
it
he
ain't
said
no
future
hatred
world
between us,
champion. I
bro.
remember that.
Um,
yeah. And then did you see how small that Swerve had on his face when he looked when Kevin walked
because
right past him?
this is what he needed him to become.
Like, looked like a proud uncle, bro.
Stop being the nice guy, bro. That nice guy is ain't gonna get you nowhere, bro. You
Nope.
gotta say F these people and do what works for you. That's a life lesson on that too. But in this case, for sure, you know what I mean? So
Hell yeah.
I man, that whatever happens from that, like we said, we know it'll probably be them two, hopefully, right? Anything can happen, but the way we probably all initially reacted to that, that's going to become something, and I'm sure we're all really, really, really excited for that. Couple more matches real quick, and then we're gonna wrap this up for tonight, y'all. But Mark Davis, Jack Perry, part
Oh
two,
yeah.
Owen Hubcart.
Hell of a match.
Fantastic match.
BJ, go ahead. How'd you feel about this one, BJ?
So first of all, shout out to Jack Perry for the Philadelphia package when he ran up the steps and everything else.
Yeah.
And shout out to
So
Luchasaurus for drinking that glass of egg yolk. Ugh.
And barely.
yeah,
Because I'm
yeah,
almost like on the
yeah,
side.
Yeah, he
yeah,
looked like he didn't. He looked like he couldn't handle that shit either.
Yeah.
yeah. So I guess you can take exorbitant amounts of punishment when you're 1,000 years old, huh, Luchasaurus? But it was a fantastic match. Really enjoyed it. Jack Perry and Mark Davis may be wrestling soulmates because that like every time they have touched the ring, cool things have happened. So I was really impressed by the match. I was not surprised that Mark Davis got the win. Because I feel like there's a story between him and the Billy Goat, Will Ospreay.
Yep.
And even with everything that has been building up, if you guys remember, Kenny Omega went to talk to Will Ospreay
Hmm.
and said, why did you join the Death Riders of all things? You could have had me right there by your side. And Will was honest. He was like, "You're barely here." So the Death Riders are. There are going to be so many different stories with Mark Davis and Will Ospreay because Mark Davis, he was invited into Will Ospreay's home. He was a roommate of Will Ospreay's. So that's going to be a great story to tell in a
Down the
good
line.
match.
And I've always said it, you guys, and I know for sure you agree with me on this one, Eric. Mark Davis is probably one of the top 7 wrestlers on that AEW roster right
Come
now.
on, bruh. Come on, bruh.
And shout out to Jake something for returning because we got
John Power
back in the
slaps.
building. We got the
Yeah.
power
Yeah.
slaps back in the building. I love it. I love that. But of course, with this match, it was cool. Jack Perry tried to survive. He almost pulled the match out, but at the end of the match, your boy tried to go to the top. His foot slipped. Mark Davis capitalized, hit him with a twisting pile driver off the top rope. Crazy. One,
Crazy.
2, 3. Mark Davis is moving on. So, like you said, BJ, this Mark Davis Ospreay match is going to be a lot in this match. Who knows what could happen with this? But the Billy
Yes.
Goat also says he's at 100%. So, Mark Davis, you better be at 101%.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah.
Now,
I just
last
love
two
how.
matches of the night, though, guys, real quick,
Mhm.
and then because we wrapping, gotta get time. But last two matches. So I know this one right here, this trios match. It was the Rascals and these Death Riders, right? I just have one comment on this. I just genuinely feel, I want to sound like a hater, but Tony, the trios division, I understand you use the trios titles for storyline purposes, but the Rascals are the definition of trios champions.
Come on,
Put
bro.
the trios titles on the Rascals. Charismatic. They know how to entertain the crowd. They look good on TV. They're colorful. All three of them up. Myron Reed is fucking dope. I don't think Myron Reed is very, very underrated. Zachary goes bananas. We already know the history of Desmond Xavier. We know what he can do. We know how good these fellas are. Please give them an opportunity to be trios champions. You know what I mean? TK, please just be nice. Just give them a chance. But the combinations that they do in the ring are just astonishing, bro. The teamwork, the way they launch each other on certain spots. They had Ospreay in a frenzy last night on a couple spots in the corner. I was just like, yeah, these motherfuckers know what they doing, yo. And this needs to be recognized way more because, yeah, the final matches on Collision ain't cutting it for the Rascals. Put some respect on them. How about you guys? Do you guys feel the same? Do you guys feel the opposite?
Nah, I agree with that, bro. I feel like that is the most natural trios team that should have the titles. Besides, I'd say probably the Hurt Syndicate, which I felt like they should have had them. Yeah, I'm with you 100% on that train. The Rascals should have those titles.
If anybody else, if anybody else had the AEW Trios Championships, then that means Shane Taylor Promotions got to come up, bro.
I feel
that would be it. Shane, Carly, and Sean, put the three on them. Or let them and the Rascals have some shit. But up on for the AEW, not for the Ring of Honor shit. You feel me? But
yeah,
that's just how I feel. I don't know.
I mean, with the way that they've been calling out the conglomeration when they had them, and since they have them, I mean, why aren't they giving? And even though they get them a good pre-show match, I want to see more from them on TV too.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully we'll get something rocking with that.
So let's address the elephant in the room before we get to the main event. Does anybody know who that young lady was that held on to Andrade and pulled him and held on to him till he came over the barricade?
I do not know.
Oh, that was definitely a wrestler, though. She definitely was. 100%.
Hey, really quick.
Her arm set and everything, bro.
Fellas, really quick. Back on that trios top conversation. I love what my boy Timothy just said because I actually forgot because this is a very, 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 very good take. The War Dogs would have the titles if Gabe Kidd didn't get hurt. They still would probably. I completely forgot about them. That is a really fucking good take, Tim. I completely forgot about that.
Yes, most definitely.
I think she's
definitely a wrestler. She's definitely a wrestler.
She was too physically fit.
Yeah, her arms. I was like, and then you know, a lot of women go to the gym. Don't get me wrong, but the way she was
clarify
cut
that was
wrestling
body type
shape.
cut. Yeah,
she was wrestling.
That wasn't just I want to stay in shape, but I'm still finna go home and eat some cheesecake. Like that was. I had to go to the gym, go home to sleep to wait to go back to the gym tomorrow.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Facts, bro.
I'm just what do you got to do for the rest of the day after you're done with the gym? Oh, I just got to go home, eat, and go to sleep so I can go to the gym tomorrow. And there's people that really
that's it. Yeah,
I know a couple of them.
Shout out to y'all. I'm trying to get to that.
I would love to be that disciplined. I just don't know what I'll be doing in between time. But I'll go to the gym and then go back tomorrow. But the match before the main event, I actually almost forgot about this. Thank God my brain is working. Brother BJ, your boy, the card. Mr. Ace Austin,
Mr. Ace Austin and Andrade.
El Idolo. So in
I'm
that
surprised
match,
Andrade was even still alive. That's what was crazy. That's what shocked me. I said, "Yo, he's alive."
as El Idolo, bro, all he needed to
This
do is,
man,
hey,
the
how you
real
know?
Latino man. The
How
real.
you know?
How you know?
How you know?
How you know? I still want that shirt. Andrade, man, hook it up. Shoot me a t-shirt. I told you, me and BJ spoke on this about 3 weeks ago, that Ace Austin needs to be on TV every week. And ever since then, Ace Austin has been on TV every week, getting really good matches. Ospreay, tag team matches, El Idolo. What is next for Austin? It's Ace Austin. You know what I mean? Very,
I
very
think
proud of you, bro.
I
Now,
think that
Andrade clearly got you with that back fist, knocked you out, put you to sleep, and took the 1, 2, 3. Cool. Yeah, I understand that. But yes, most definitely Ace Austin is on the road of the come up.
I'm gonna say
But
this.
speaking for your guy, BJ, go ahead.
I'm gonna say this. I think he goes out to Takeshita. I don't know how that's gonna work out.
Okay.
Will that just be Takeshita has an opponent tonight and then Ace Austin, but it turns out and becomes a banger match?
Yeah. I can see them working out a thing where Takeshita says, you know what, I'm gonna give open challenge to anybody in the locker room. I don't care if it's Ring of Honor, I don't care if it's on our on the AEW roster, I don't care if it's Collision roster. And all of a sudden you hear the Bang Bang Gangs music come on, and you have them choosing who's going to pick, who's going to wrestle them. They do a little, rock paper scissors, and then it's Ace Austin.
Rock paper scissors is crazy.
Awesome.
Yeah, because
That's crazy.
I can see him and Juice going to do something silly
fun,
like
in a fun
doing something
segment.
silly like that.
And Juice is not finna. Oh yeah, Juice might have to. Hey, just like somebody told a certain somebody, she's not here right now, so you got to get to work. Juice gonna have to get to work because certain somebody's not here right now.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. But shout out to Ace Austin for getting the match against Andrade. I definitely advocate for your success, Ace. I genuinely am a fan, and I want to see you win big and have major things happen for you. So keep it fucking pushing, bro. Don't fucking stop your grind. Keep going on what you're doing, Ace. Shout out to you from the Square Circle Boys, for real. But main event time, fellas. And one thing I enjoyed about last night's main event, shout out to the ladies.
Bro.
That's what it's all about. Ladies wrapping up the show.
I'm gonna get on my soapbox momentarily. This is why, Tony, you should have more women's matches on your programming. Not just on Ring of Honor. Not just on Ring of Honor. You have done a good job with the pure women's division in Ring of Honor. You've done an amazing job with that. However, we need more women's matches on Dynamite weekly. Now, I'm not saying you have to have a main event every single week, but at least have 2 to 3 women's matches, and not just be squash matches, but have detailed storytelling matches.
Yeah,
detailed.
You do have the roster for it, TK. That's all I'm gonna say.
You have
the
the
ladies
potential.
are over there cooking, and we enjoy seeing them in the ring, especially when you have Toxic, Teklas, Skies.
You got your Julias, you got your Queen Aminatas, you got
let Persephone get back on TV. Put Athena on TV every.
I'm gonna say this as well. They have the potential to do what TNA did with their Knockouts division. If things are done correctly, you have that.
That's crazy. I'm watching TNA now.
Like what TNA did with the Knockouts division, how they revolutionized women's wrestling. You can do that too. You have the roster.
Well, with progression over the last 3-4 years, we've been seeing that Tony is improving in everything. So let's give time. Maybe Tony's just trying to work on one thing at a time, so he doesn't overwork himself. So maybe when he gets everything else in order, he will give 150% into the women, because he'll probably be like, I took a little longer for y'all. I'm gonna make sure I get y'all right, and he gonna hit us with. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I'll do that for TK. You know what I'm
And I
saying?
trust TK's, but and I trust TK.
Yeah,
So like,
100%.
Yeah.
So I'm
trust
just
him.
saying, maybe with time, he just probably has a lot of other stuff on his brain. He gonna knock all this shit out after Wembley, maybe all of a sudden, or just maybe he's waiting for 2 or 3 women to get back. Then
Mm-hmm.
we gonna get back to where we at. So I'll be patient with you, Tony. I believe in you. So it's 7, 8 years in, bro. I can't expect the greatest. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting for you to get to year 15. That's when we gonna know something. But main event, we had Sheeta, Stat, Philly street fight. These women showed no remorse
None. Blood. I loved it.
whatsoever. They were trying to unalive each other. Sheeta, I'm a victim of not knowing too much of her past. Even when she was a prior champion, I wasn't familiar with her specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Since Tony's been hurt, I've been paying attention to Sheeta very much every week. She's definitely one of my favorites.
Come on, bro.
She is
I'm
definitely one
glad.
of my favorites. Um, she has that look of where she could be nice, but then she could look like that assassin. She got bars in the ring. I love the fact that she still has her accent of her native language, which means when she can get in her bag, she can speak her tongue, and that always shows a really cool form of comfort when they talk. I love that part about her, and I just love the fact that she slapped that giant piece of plexiglass on the back of Stat. Now, this is a very serious question, my brothers, Square Circle Chat family. Serious question. When Stat had that in her hand and she had Sheeta dead to rights, why did she put it down and pick her up and then get thrown in the ring so Sheeta could pick it up and then hit you with the spot? I just
That
that
didn't
made
make
me
any
so
sense to me.
Yeah, yeah.
like you
That
had her
was
like this. It was like I'm gonna sit it down and just try to beat you up, and then she'd have flipped everything, threw you in the ring, picked that thing. Yeah,
it felt
Yeah.
like
I don't know.
it felt like you know how you when you're playing Dirty 2K and you just drop the weapon all of a sudden. It felt just like that. Because I've done that
Just
before
glitched, like just
where you just drop the weapon.
so you told me Stat glitched in the match last night. She just glitched out.
Yeah. She had momentary. She was like, "Am I supposed to be doing?" No, I'm not. Yeah.
That's hilarious. That is super fucking hilarious. Um, but how'd you enjoy the finish though, Eric? BJ, what did y'all
loved
take
it.
from it on who won and everything?
I loved it, man. Great finish, great match. Again, to see the women kind of throw down the way they did, man, I said, yeah, y'all got it with this. Um,
Hmm.
Hands down, just like BJ was saying, yeah, come on, let's get the women some more matches, man. Let's stop playing with this. Let's stop playing with this. But yeah, I mean, I like the fact that Chris Statlander won it. Just hopefully we see where it goes with her, bro. I love Stat, bro, but she just sometimes is like her character can just dwindle off into something else, and I'll be like, what the hell?
I just feel sometimes Stat focuses more on her cosplay. Well, I don't say she is, but it just seems like there's more highlight on her cosplay and what she's coming out wearing because she is built how she is such a woman
Yeah,
physically. You feel me? So I do feel a lot of people tend to focus on her look opposed to how good Chris Statlander actually is in the ring.
Yeah.
yeah,
Because like a
So
lot, she reminds me a lot of leader in terms of the way that she does athleticism.
I want to see Chris and Megan Bain go at it.
be good.
That would be one of those
Yeah,
ones that I think will work really good. But we got to wait for Megan Bain is dominating this tag team division. You know, when
is
the
she?
Divine Dominion splits up, she's going to be an AEW Women's World Champion really soon after that. I don't see it taking very long after that. But fellas, is there anything else you guys want to put out there or anything? You guys have any other final words, any final takes, any hot takes, anything else before we wrap this up for this night?
Well,
Mm,
the only thing I'll say is vast difference from how people felt from Saturday, and a huge difference in how people felt on Sunday. I'll tell you that.
I didn't want to do it, but you
So,
did it. Damn it!
so all I'm gonna
everybody
say
was in a
is,
very whatever lackadaisical Saturday night. Then Sunday night, knowing you had to go to work on Monday, but you was like, "Whoo, hey, I feel good." And it's Thursday, and we still talking about it. Now watch tomorrow. Never mind. Hopefully, we have the same type of excitement for tomorrow because tomorrow is motherfucking Friday. So go to work, get off, go out, touch some grass at the daytime, in the daytime or the nighttime. It doesn't matter. Once again, you guys, I just want to say I appreciate each and everybody who stopped by. We had a really, really super dope Square Circles double or nothing recap / Dynamite / collision. Like I said, I was your boy for the night. I am your right hand, your boy Polo. This right here to the right of me is the one and only honorable Reverend Brother B.J. Dixon. You feel me?
Lullaby.
Lullaby BJ.
Lullaby.
lullaby DJ. Yeah.
And my brother from another mother right there below me, man, the one and only, the Nightest One, Brother Eric Knight from the Exclusive Nights podcast. Make sure y'all go check them out on all platforms. Make sure y'all go follow, support, check them out everywhere y'all need be. Find them TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, at your mama's house, wherever you can find them. With that being said, you guys, don't forget, got to shout out to the sponsors, y'all. If you ever need that nice piece of hardware, if you want to look like us, or you want to look like yourself in your own exclusive Square Circle type of way, you feel me? Tap in and get you a nice piece of gold like this. Blaze Fightwear. That's BLAZ Fightwear. Check them out. TikTok, Instagram, blazefightwear.com. Everywhere you can hit me up, fresh, cash, or facts. Hit them up directly on whatever website you find them on. Just however you do that shit, just make sure you do that shit. And once again, y'all, I appreciate everybody for stopping by. This is your Square Circle Boys podcast. We appreciate everybody. And with that being said, Wakanda forever. Everybody stay blessed and have a beautiful night. BJ Eric, till next time, fellas.
Yeah. All right.
Yes, sir.